too big for their boots, though. I need to be careful of that, especially when administrative efficiency starts kicking in. Such a shame that Liberty Desire can go up so high. Yeah, there we go, plus 10% administrative efficiency. It's going to start piling on, won't it? That might be a reason that I wanted to keep hold of Azawad myself, but it's not coming to mind, so away it goes. Please enjoy air whilst I try to eye up my next target, which could well be Spain, actually. They're not looking so hot, and I doubt many people would come to their saving. It's enough to give us the extra merchant. I would quite like to grab some of that sweet Sevellan money. Not to the point where I'm going to lift my merchant from Safi, though. I mean, I could run the numbers, I could try to figure it out. Maybe bring up some spreadsheets to get it all sorted out, but I mean, why bother? Just, there are some things not worth worrying about. Oh, I ended up with a colony of my own here. Torch it. It might potentially have marriageable women in it. It has to go. Jake, what do you think about using Overlord Spy Defense to find and remove spies that are agitating for liberty? Ooh, if only I could say something about that. But yeah, it can be really annoying when you don't know who is agitating for liberty, but it is indeed happening. Oh boy, sometimes the world just offers itself up to you. Hello Galicia, hello Leon. How would you like to cease existing? I'm sure this is not what France had in mind for me. Mind you, this is a good opportunity to just make Leon exist as a glorious servant of mine. I wonder if Leon would like all this. And Leon could well become a baddie and help me out with certain things. Leon, ideas, tell me. Religious well, Leon. Welcome. Welcome. What's that? 0? Little too slow to get to the Great Leon. But it should be a very easy siege. Again, naturally, just forgetting to set rivals. Okay, I need to gather up all my everything here, which does include you, strangely enough. I'll figure it out along the way. Let's get you all removed from the equation. Yeah, what to do with Leon? I'm not sure, but I still want to dominate Sevellan trade. We'll figure it out as we go along. I reckon maybe they could have the north, because it would be distant overseas for me, however I cut it. But I do want to see a nice big Leon. That would make me quite happy. Quite happy indeed. Sadly, I can't annex them, and I have to remember not to annex them until I'm done coring these Portuguese lands. I can take the time to actually get my army together and figure out what in the world I'm doing, which is something I don't often have figured out very well. Now very soon we're going to have another colonial nation. I don't have a name for one. If you have a name, I'd like to hear it. Galicia's pretty small, we can take that without any fear. Not that there's much else to do with them. Well, I say that, but I never even double check the numbers there. Nah, see? Perfectly fine. Ah, there's something else that's perfectly fine. Hormuz, our truce with you just ran out. Unfortunately, Naj are actually paying for those forts there. Alright, have to remember to crush them because I need that land path that takes me into Persia. It is of vital importance. Jake, the colonial nation was already made. What? I'm sorry, Mzabite Gridan. I had no idea you even existed. You getting any casus belli there? I could tell them to go to war. I wonder if they'd actually win. Ugh, with military tech 22 they'd be just fine. But I'm not really that concerned, to be honest. They'll do just fine. Maybe I should keep you abroad all the time just as an expeditionary force. Well, a colonial force. It's kind of tempting. I mean, my force limits are plenty high enough. And it does give you some use. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. We'll get you over there. We'll even ditch the 12 merchant men necessary. Now I have places that it's cheaper to make these, but I haven't paid much attention to it. 12, right? I'm sure I had like a boat making area. Yeah, saw that. It's cheaper in all these places. The reason I was looking into finding cheaper places to build boats is that it affects maintenance cost as well. It's strange the things I worry about because I can just go, 1,000 ducats, sure, send it to my enemy Russia, no problem. And then other times I'm like, I could save a 1,000th of a ducat each month by building my boat in this obscure place. Tricky times. I'm being asked about unifying Islam. I hadn't even thought about it. Let's see. Yeah, there's still quite a bit of land that I'd still need. And yeah, not even concerned. I would quite like to keep the ulema happy, but they're already as happy as can be. What is prestige to me anyway? Okay, yes, before I forget, and I do like to keep forgetting, Hormuz need to go. Completely and utterly. Trebizond conquest of Armenia. Troublesome. We will accept them. It's probably going to make them too big for me to vassalize. They got a militant ruler and they probably want it all for themselves, but I'll help them out nonetheless. I'm a nice guy. Terrible Hassan. That said, if I don't actually involve myself in this war, I'm not really going to get much war participation out of all of it. But my armies are so far away. Ah well. Jake, what idea groups do you have? Good question, let's get it answered. I took religious first, because, well, that's the aim of the campaign here. Plus, it's just an all-round amazing idea group. Exploration, because I wanted to check out the new random new world. Defensive, because it's great for the armies. Quantity would have been better. But one of my new policies is that I'm trying to avoid taking quantity. Because I take it all the time, and it's really powerful. And it's all about challenging yourself, right? Something like that. going to be taken up anytime soon. Not that stability has ever been an issue. Checking it out though, Trebizond, what are you sitting on in terms of development? So handy this. They got 85. If they grab this one province, that'll be them up to 90. I can't remember, but I seem to think that 100 is a no-go. Okay, Naj, these are both your claims. Feel free to have them. I was never concerned with Hormuz, but they might as well change their religion. You know, while we're here. Not that I think Naj would have any problems getting those converted. But this opens the door to attacking Persia. Yeah, attacking Persia is a reasonable undertaking. But we'll get it done, and then Naj will reign supreme. Although their military tech is a joke. Get on up there, lads. The quality was fine a few months back, and internet hasn't changed. Has Jake changed his upload bitrate? I don't think I've changed anything about my setup here. Granted, the setup was a bit awful in the Highlands, but that was to be expected. Okay, astonishingly, I've managed to get a fair chunk of participation here. Somebody must have done something. Ah, no, not the people of Manga. I didn't see that coming. And that's actually going to probably force change the religion of it. Sunni zealots in Manga? Ugh, well. That's what I get for not paying attention to my rebel factions. That's what I get for not paying attention, period. Okay, we'll get you all over there. I'm gonna ditch you guys with a reasonable 12 ships to help you out. And the rest of you just head on home. Yeah, back to being horrible Sunni. But it also gets rid of the recently converted modifier, so I can take care of it quite nicely too. Yeah, wrong one, I'm looking at this. I want to get my war participation up here, but that's not going to happen if it's the Ottomans who are sieging this fort down. I wonder if I can cheese this a little. No, you don't really get much war participation if you're not taking care of the actual forts. Jake dip cap. Good point. Let's take care of that. Ah, who needs admin? Well, I need admin. But I also like getting idea groups. Probably the next one will be diplomatic, because it allows me to take more provinces. But I'll think about it, I'm not going to flesh it out just yet. Oh, how very sporting of you, let me join in. I deserve that war participation, not you. Wonder if I get war participation from sieging this. Be kind of interested in that, actually. Well, the battle will be over before it even really begins. Ah, but I am getting war participation from de-sieging this, so that I like. Keep that piety high. So Manga needs to be rectified. Might as well get Alenteo. No, I'm looking at this the wrong way. I need to keep my... oh boy, the Portuguese. Every province is covered by a fort, so I'm not really worried about them, but I do want to get you over to Lisboa, since that's probably where they'll come out with a big bang. Grimriz says, Jake just joined in. How are ya? I'm doing great, thanks. I'm doing better than great. I am not half bad. Oh, I said no to Manga. Then again, I won't be able to release Leon until this war is over. Hopefully it's over soon enough. Oof, that's harsh. 12 favours on Trebizond, but it's going to be extremely hard to actually vassalize them. Especially with the size they're at. A staggering 99. They just need to develop once and they're going to be too much for me, and I can see them doing that. Well, like I said, they're fine as an ally as long as they get lands converted properly. Can't worry about it too much, and at least the war is over. Overextension will soon be a thing of the past. In 3, 2, 1, farewell. With that, the greatest of Leons is purged from the world, but don't worry. I love Leon, so they're going to be coming right back as soon as they embrace the one true faith. Jeez, Ottomans, you look like crap. Yeah, getting them as a vassal is going to be no easy thing. Not even questioning what they do, I want that +3. Alright, Persia need to go down soon, but I want Leon released first. And that means we'll just have to wait a year or so for that. As expected, up they come in Lisboa, but I don't need to worry. You catch them at low morale if you're already there. I mean, well, low enough. Doesn't matter though, we'll trash them. 3.12 out of 4.8. That's what we get for having our troops there ahead of time. Man, theocracies are too good. They are actually too good. I wonder if I need these forts anymore then. Well, it's not like they're costing me money. Or at least not any reasonable amount of money. Naples would help you out, but I'm not too worried about that. Nah, you know, this land, a good chunk of it belongs to Leon. And I'm pretty happy that I get a whole load of money here. To the point where I could probably quite happily get that money transferred up. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong node, forget that. Not when the Papal States are magically taking a whole bunch of that money. Transfers from downstream, bane of my life. But all continues to be well. Once Leon is out and standing on their own 2 feet, yeah, I reckon Persia should fall. Still working on the finer details of that. And get our troops up to grain for now as we figure it out. I don't think I need units down here anymore. Air can take care of themselves with their staggering 6,000 strong army. And then again, there's quite a bit of Jolof to eat. Ah, there's places to be eating everywhere. Not sure how fast that trust is going to tick back up to 50. But I would like to know how much it's going to affect vassalization, because that's a number that I'm not overly familiar with. So trust doesn't affect it at all right now. And +5 trust. Oh, it's only +1. It's going to be a long road here. Yeah, I'd do better focusing on my diplomatic reputation, to be honest. Let's tell Great Britain and Austria what we think about them so it doesn't harm our PP too much. Jake, you pay your diplomats to do nothing. Well, joke's on them, I don't pay them at all. But now it's not the point of the game to be worrying about such idle affairs. Yeah, we'll get that diplomatic reputation sorted out. And soon I'll get +2. Can't remember what +2 does for me in terms of vassalization. But there's a lot of things I don't quite keep my finger on the pulse for. That is just one of them. Ah, Galicians, there's no need to revolt. There you go. Have all the autonomy you could want. Nah, you're better up there. Jake, religious map mode. There we go. Ibadi is spreading like a glorious plague. Yeah, best thing that could happen for me with regards to Trebizond is they get an outbreak of rebels which splits off a whole bunch of that land. But it's the right religion. And come to think of it, they're probably just about to increase their... what's the word I'm looking for here? Their development so they become too much for me. Also don't know how I'd get the right amount of relations for them either. Just another thing to figure out. And we will get it all figured out. Okay, let's get Galicia done so they don't up and away. Jake, why are you going so slow? You shut your mouth, Xenon. It's all probably going according to plan. Don't like those little boats getting stuck on the screen, though I have to find where they come from in order to deal with them. Speaking of things I have to deal with, we're not going to be seeing the Portuguese back on the map. They already plagued me during the Ryukyu World Conquest. I'm sure you remember what I'm talking about. Alright, we'll get our troops over there. I'll probably forget about them though. Goodness, there are Sunnis everywhere. This is quite the time-consuming achievement, no doubt about that. Let's get manga sorted out too. There we go. Welcome to the world, Ibadi Leon. Wonderful. Alright, kill him. And keep moving. Not gonna rush to get myself that extra diplomat since we all know how well I use them. Oh my, it's Jollof that's eating African Portugal. That isn't very good for me since I do want that land to be Catholic. It's better than being Sunni. Granted, I could eat into Jollof, that would solve all the problems here. So many directions that I need to be eating though. Like a modern day Kirby. See, little Mzab managed to westernize without any problems. They're gonna be just fine. Colonizing was such an unnecessary undertaking in this campaign. Never much of a fan of colonizing, to be honest. Alright, where is Taplonan? Aha. To the capital, they say. I'll be ready for them. Halted because of blockade. That's not what I want. Jake, I just got an event that didn't take 100 admin when I was at -3 stab. Would you like me to twitch the details? Just let me know what event it was. Alliance from France. I don't think they know how I operate. Why am I friendly to you? I hate you. I have no interest in taking your land. I just want you to know that I hate you. There we go. Rebel problems, what problems? But we'll leave you down there since we have bigger fish to fry. Just not sure what they are yet. So much Sunni to remove, so little time. Yeah, if you're at -3 stab, it's meant to eat up 100 admin. Because you don't have stab to lose. There's no equivalent of +3 stability giving 100 admin. That would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice. My good friend. We'll get there yet. +3 from diplomatic reputation, but I would need quite a bit more. Honestly, I need Trebizond to lose some land, but I don't think I'm going to get them as a vassal. Might though. Might just manage. But probably won't. Let's be realistic here. Not my forte, but we should try to be realistic. Okay, we ripped a good chunk out of Spain, or Iberia in total there. But I think they've learnt their lesson. These crappy forts have got to go. I think I'll keep the laughably enormous Algarve fort though, just because it looks funny. Good defendable point as well. And there we go, we don't have to worry about Galicians again. Let's kill some Persians. Jake claims he hates France, but has he even fought them once in this campaign? No, I have not. I've had no reason to. I just want them to know I don't like them. And I will not be siding with them. Mogadishu hungers, but then so does Naj. Naj even have some cores of theirs that they would rather like back. Not my cores, granted. I don't want those. Didn't I spread my culture here at all? Maybe it was just something I was thinking about back in the day. If I spread my culture here, that would probably get rid of the Naji cores. But that's probably not too big of a deal. Not too big of a deal. Not sure what kind of a navy I'll be dealing with when it comes to Persia. Should probably get a couple of eyes on the situation rather than just jumping in face first without a clue. But they only have 3 ports. Surely it can't be that bad. Surely. Blockade rules will still work fine for me since I control one side of this. One side of this strait, that is. Diplo ideas, Jake. I'm thinking about them. I mean, there is also influence. But you know, I think I will go for it. But on the other hand, if I make a beeline for Diplo Tech, then I'll be able to get the Imperialism Casus Belli, which I'm really looking forward to. Such a difficult time I face. Actually, you know, guys, you guys hold back. And we'll say, Persia, Jampur might be willing to join you here, but we're still gonna win. Trebizond. Sickening. I am mostly certain I'm never gonna get that. But nice to have them as a friend. Heck, if they eat into the Ottomans, actually, that's a whole bunch of land that I don't have to convert. In fact, why don't we just be good friends, you and me, Trebizond? We're not playing on 1.15 rules, but we'll be okay nonetheless. Alright, Persia, don't like you. Cleansing of heresy. Jampur, it doesn't matter if you get involved or not. But you do have Sunni land. It's always such a pain. I wonder if I could, should, or would get Tabaristan out in all this. Do Tabaristan have special ideas, and if so, does it include missionary strength? Someone please ping me if they know that. Sheikh Persia has a Black Sea port. Scandalous. Ah, well, they gotta go. Doesn't really matter. The point is we're going to war. We can iron out the details later on. Ah, those numbers are meaningless. Kill them all. Where's the forts? Where's the